Good day, everyone. My name is Jewel. This is J7409 Weather. Thank you so much for clicking play and checking the weather out with me today. We've got some very severe weather coming up today and tomorrow. I'm going to show you all about that. It is going to be hot in Texas, around Dallas. If you think it is hot now, well, by Saturday, your thermometer just might read 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Your heat index might be 108. And it's the same for Sunday, except the temperature might go up more with 102 degrees Fahrenheit with that heat index of 108. As you can plainly see, we got rain down south because of that little low system that made up, and I'll have more about that in a tropical update for you this afternoon. Right now, it's just rain, folks. If you're in Southport, North Carolina, expect heavy rain tonight, heavy rain tomorrow, more rain, heavy rain tomorrow night. You probably might see the sunshine for a brief period of time by Thursday and Friday, but you're still going to have that chance of rain in there. And the winds down around Southport, as this rain blows through, should gust around 17, 18 miles per hour. This, of course, is the NDFD map, so I am just going to let it loop through right quick. We do have some critical fire weather for parts of the west. Severe thunderstorms for the high plains today, and that's going to move over a little to the east tomorrow over into Minnesota. And we got another couple warm, hot days in the upper Midwest across the Great Lakes to the Appalachians. Before I go any further, I want to say thank you so much for watching and sharing this information with your family, your friends, on your social media to help me keep people aware of what's going on and to stay safe. Please remember to subscribe if you haven't done so. Click that bell and check off all to make sure you get all the weather reports that I put out and send your way. Now, we do have some very severe weather that could happen today. This area up in here, South Dakota, Montana, is at a number 3. In the yellow, it is number 2. And the darker green, number 1. And my goodness gracious, 3/4 of the United States in the lower 48 has a chance of a thunderstorm popping up today. And rain. Now, it's looking like severe storms capable of intense, damaging winds, very large hail, and some tornadoes are expected from central Montana, eastward across the northern plains, and then into Minnesota. And these should happen this afternoon into tonight's hours. Now, I'm going to show you something in a moment, a little bit more broken down for you. This could be some very severe weather, folks. 5% chance of a tornado. Just this little bit of North and South Dakota, mostly in Montana. 2% chance everywhere else in the green. The wind is going to get very severe. Good chance of it. 30%, very significant wind up in Montana. And the chance of this large hail I'm talking about is most significant in Montana, but it's nothing to sneeze at. 15% chance for Minnesota, North and South Dakota also. Now, what I want to show you is something else about this severe weather. As we look at the supercell composites, all right, what we're going to do is we're going to run it through. You can see a time stamp up here. Nothing too drastic at this time of the day, but then it starts up. This is at the 18Z this afternoon, just like I told you a while ago. You can see what's happening here. Look down in here at a 14. Up here we got 13. All of these things could have tornadoes in them. But it gets even worse, folks. Let's just click along. I don't want to make this too long. Now we're up to tomorrow. Remember how I told you it was going to move easterly? Look right in here. My goodness gracious, I've never seen it up to a 53 before. Let's do a sounding on it right quick. Let it come up. Probably more likely a tornado. probably more than likely a tornado in that cell. Now, let's move up some more. For tomorrow, you can see it's moving easterly, and it gets all the way up. And still, these storms, these supercells, are going to have a lot of power, folks. We're going to do a sounding up here in northern Minnesota. Possible tornado. Hail, 3.5 inches could occur. So I can't stress enough, folks, that some of these, when we go back a couple of ways here, some of them had over, let's check this out. Some of them had over 4.5-inch hail. This one doesn't have any hail, but it's another tornado that is possible. I can't stress enough, folks, you need to pay attention that today, especially this afternoon, into the nighttime hours, right on through early tomorrow morning and possibly tomorrow afternoon. Be aware if you're in any of these areas right in here. Montana, North South Dakota, Nebraska, Minnesota, all you guys, please pay attention. Now we have the NAM map. This is going to be good for the next 3 days, and this is what's going to happen, folks. I'm going to turn it on, let it roll through for you right quickly. We do have this potent upper system that's pushing through the Pacific Northwest this morning. It's going to carry a surface cold front across the divide and through Montana this afternoon. The heating combined with the cool temperatures aloft, that's what's going to provide an unstable atmosphere that will foster in these severe thunderstorms. Now, these storms will move eastward ahead of the cold front and along and ahead of a warm front into North Dakota late this afternoon and to this evening. Flash flooding may be possible in heavier rain areas. And when we move to the south, we have a stall frontal boundary. It's going to provide the focus for scattered showers and a rumble of thunder across the southeast. Temperatures still very warm between these two systems, generally in the 80s to low 90s from the Corn Belt through the Midwest to western New York and Pennsylvania. By contrast, cooler temperatures are going to usher in behind the front across Washington State, Oregon, and Idaho. Over the Great Basin and interior west, we still have fire danger levels that are going to be elevated to critical in a breezy and dry environment to the south of the front over Montana. Now, for tomorrow, it's looking like the chance for this severe weather is going to move eastward, as I've showed you, to Minnesota. Now, as the front continues to march forward, temperatures will warm right ahead of the front into the upper 80s and low 90s over Minnesota tomorrow, providing the lower atmosphere heating. Expect more of the same over the southeast, with scattered showers and temperatures in the 80s with 90s across Florida and Texas. In Texas, I've already told you what to look for coming up this weekend. Unbelievable hot temperatures. Now, low pressure is going to eventually start to drift eastward to the northeastward and finally pull the front toward the coast. And that's a check of your weather today. Thanks so much for joining me. May each of you have a good day, a safe day, a blessed day. Thanks for everything you do for me, and I love you. Peace, love, and kindness to each and every one of you. Thanks for watching.